Justin here, and spring is in the air down south and up here in Michigan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I set up my line and how I put my line on my reels. Just a couple tips I'm going to give you to help you save a few bucks this year, and also kind of give you some thought behind why I do what I do with my line management. And hopefully this will help you guys out this spring and hopefully help you catch a few more fish. So I went ahead and already filled up my reel with a monofilament backing. I do this on the setups where I'm using fluorocarbon or very expensive line just to help it go a little bit further and stretch my dollar, because just like you, fishing is getting expensive and I want to save a few bucks. So the knot I use to attach the two together is actually a back-to-back uni, and I'll go ahead and put a link up here to a quick video showing how I tie my back-to-back uni, how I connect these two lines together at this particular point. And then once I have it all ready to go, one thing I like to do is I basically start the spool out sticker side up, put it on a flat surface down here in front of me, and what I'll do is I'll take a handful of cranks and I'll make sure this line is not going to twist on itself. Okay, so I'll do a few quick turns like so with pressure. Then I'll let the line go limp. If I don't see the line twist around itself, that means I'm putting it on correctly. It will generally twist on itself really quick. Okay, another rule of thumb is if your spool is going this way, the line is coming off your filler spool the opposite direction. That keeps the line from twisting as it's going on from the get-go, and that should help you out with line management. Now the next part that what I do is I'm going to fill this spool up pretty far, usually about a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch from the top lip, not the bottom, the top lip. Sometimes these spools are tapered, and it's a good thing that you go by what's on the top lip. And I'll go ahead and do that really quick for you, and then I'll show you really up close where I stop on this particular reel. And it's important not to overfill your reels when you're doing this, even on a baitcaster. It tends to let the line jump off, especially with fluorocarbons or stiffer lines. It'll jump off the spool and you'll have some issues. And it's just, you know, once you get a certain amount off, then it just goes away. Well, that's because you overfilled it. So we're gonna fill this up the rest of the way, and then I'll show you when I'm done just how tight I am to that top lip. Alrighty, so that's where I end. I'm going to trim this off because I don't have any baits to tie on this yet. And I'm going to use a really handy feature that literally every single reel maker has on their product, and it's called a line keeper. And it's this little peg that's on the spool. You can tuck the line up underneath it, like so, and it clicks in place and holds it. Now you can see on the spool how that yellow has gotten a lot duller, almost green looking in this case. And if you look really closely, you can see that I got about 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 of an inch of space left on the spool. And I found if I stop there, I don't have any line jumping off and everything stays really nice and neat. And that's how I do my spinning reels, guys. Particularly for fluorocarbon and braid, I always back with monofilament, never with electrical tape or any of those shortcuts that I deem to be hacks. Those hacks are not good for a few reasons, and when I talk about the filling a bait caster on the next video, I will go in more in depth why that is a bad thing to do for your equipment, for your line, and just overall fishing, and some experiences that I have seen and why I have never done it. So hopefully this helped you guys out. Good luck and good fishing.